Yo, what's good? I'm the vulgar conservative, and over here we're embracing masculinity. Alright, so as I was scrolling through the Jeannie Mai and Jeezy situation, I kept coming across dark meat on the side. Never heard of that before. I figured out what it meant that Jeannie Mai said this before Jeezy and her started dating. I want to play this clip and then I'm gonna come back because I can relate to this.
You dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah. I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean dark meat on the
She lightweight
side?
offensive. I am
No, I'm not. I'm saying I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like that's my.
What do you mean dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
You
know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
I know. How did you say it?
I'm just saying it like when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side piece
No,
to be dark.
that is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain what you mean.
Okay,
what
I meant is like I used to date black men. Okay, I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to because it just kept me happiest was my man Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, so yeah, you see right there, she gave out her preference. What I've learned about women is they'll tell you the truth in passing. They won't tell you the truth up front. Like if you ask them, they may give you the runaround, but if you just listen, they'll give you the truth. And the truth is, black men is not Jeannie Mai's first choice. But I feel like there's a really good chance that it was good at first. When her and Jeezy started dating, it was all good. You know, she was putting on this whole persona for TV because they both public figures and were just holding it up. It felt good. She had just got divorced. But then as time set in, and then when the child came, shit got real. I could relate to this. In my last relationship, that's how it went. It was all like great at first, but I always had hints. I knew that my ex she really preferred white guys for whatever reason. You know, she went with me and we got married and shit just went downhill. It was like great and then it went downhill. I kept fighting for the situation. And the more I would fight, the more I would get disrespected. Why? Because I wasn't her first choice. I learned that really later. I felt it in my spirit, but I was able to put the pieces together after coming to the red pill. That's really what I think is going on, is that statement right there. She likes her black meat on the side, but now she made her dark meat. She made that her main course, and now she not hungry. She got the black meat right there in front of her and not really eating. She ate a little bit of it. Now she's like, I like it better when it's just a little bit and it's on the side. So I kind of feel like Jeezy couldn't get the best out of her. And he finally got fed up because this is what happened to me. It became a point to where my situation was like a roommate situation. And I knew other things was going on, stuff that I never confronted. I just knew I would never get the whole truth. So I ended up just saying, hey, we either gonna get it together or we need to go our separate ways. And I mean, there was no fight. Like, she showed right up with the papers. The only fight was like custody and child support. Other than that, there was no fight. Why? Because I wasn't her first choice. A woman will marry you even if you're not her first choice. For whatever reason, if she's trying to get a child out of you, if there's some financial gain, whatever it is, she will go through with it. Just because a woman marries you doesn't mean they really want to be with you. Most men, when they marry, they usually marry who they want to be with. Or when they make the promise, they say a word is bond, a man's only good at his word. He'll try to hold on to that. A man will go through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, just because he's like, this is what it is, and he's still gonna go through it and try to make it work. A woman, once she's done, because she's emotional, she just shuts down. And no matter what you do, you're not gonna get her out of that. So it really just gets to a point where you have to just divorce and get away from the situation, because you're not gonna get what you wanna get out of her. If I would have known that she made that statement before they got married, oh, I could have told you right then and there, we would have came to this point of them getting divorced. When you're dealing with a woman now, women can make their own money, women can do their own things. They don't necessarily need to get a man to come together to form a union for them to be safe, for them to be secure. They could do that on their own. So times have changed where a woman really gotta like she gotta like everything about you if she's gonna do 20, 30, 40 years with you. And the fact now that it's cool for people to get married, have fun, and then divorce and keep it moving, there's no consequence in it anymore. So a lot of these women are doing that. They just want the dress. They just want the wedding. They just want the reception. They just want the glitz and the glamour to come with it. They don't want the stress and the bad times that come with it. I'm telling you, as soon as that kid hit, that's when the stress and the bad times came. And because he wasn't what she really wanted, she wanted that white guy, she put him through hell. She didn't feel it. It wasn't in her spirit. He was just like, where did it go wrong? Because she probably was like, hey, I like this, I like this, I like doing this, this, and that. And then 6 months down the road after baby came, he probably was trying to do the same things. And she was like, nah, I really don't like that. I'll never forget when that happened to me. I'll never forget. It was just certain things we would do in the bedroom. And then I would try to go for it, and she was like, nah, I don't really like that anymore. And what was it? A big one was when I first met my ex, she really liked my back, as far as working out and everything like that. And we had a kid and things happened with eating, gained a few pounds. And when things started to go south, I was like, all right, let me get back in the gym. Let me go get a little workout in. So I did that for a while, got back in shape just a little bit. And I remember going to her and I was like, yo, you feeling my back? And it was like, as a man, you should never do that, because it just gave her the leeway to just dog me out. She knew, okay, he's chasing my validation. So when she knew that, she just dragged it and would have kept dragging it for whatever benefit that she was getting out of me. And I finally got fed up. I remember we went to watch a Chiefs game, and the whole time we watching the Chiefs game, all she was doing was complimenting the white guys. Like, she was just talking about how sexy Alex Smith is, talking about how good Travis Kelce looked. I'll never forget it. And it was all just to disrespect me, to say that I like white men over you. It was like the most disrespectful thing I had went through towards the end. And then I finally got to a point where I was just like, yo, I didn't want a divorce, but I'm just like, yo, we gonna need to figure this out, or we gotta go separate ways. In no time, she showed up with divorce papers. It was like no arguing, no fighting, like, why are we doing this? No, I don't want to do that. Divorce papers right then and there. I never forget, we went to Starbucks, sat right there. But there were some things on the divorce papers I didn't agree with. So basically, it sat for a while, and then 6 months later, the sheriff showed up at my door. But yeah, the moral of this is you gotta find a woman who likes you, who you are her type. Whatever it is, you gotta be her type fully. If she's not feeling you all the way, if she feels like there's somebody better, hypergamy, she can like go up, it's not gonna work, because she's not gonna give you her best. She's gonna like give you little breadcrumbs, and it's just gonna drive you nuts. And you either gonna sit there and be miserable like a lot of guys for the rest of your life, or probably like Jeezy, where he was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. You disrespecting me. I don't know why you're disrespecting me. Me seeing that video, I know why she was doing it. So like I said, you gotta find somebody who likes you. It's not so much about you liking them. A lot of guys, they trying to find what they like, and they're not focused on if they're getting that reciprocation, if they're getting the person is into them just as much, if the person can see being with you for the rest of your life or for a long time. And that's what you gotta look for. All right, y'all, I'm the vulgar conservative, and over here, we're embracing masculinity.